What's good, everyone? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and ladies and gents, we're going to fight the whatever the hell his name is. Never been able to pronounce it. Don't really care. I don't care what you say in the comment section. I really don't. I actually don't. Not even a little bit. I just call it the bird. Anyway, we're gonna fight the bird, but before we actually fight the bird, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what I'm wearing. I figured I'd start doing this, letting you guys know exactly what I wear when I go in on this particular engagement. And as it stands, we're looking at my set that I'm wearing right now. It's a mix set. First, I'm using the Type 43 Dragon Lance, which is the Nibble Snarf Lance, upgraded only once, I believe. The Bull Drome Helm, the Kutku Mail, the Bull Drome Braces, the Jaggy Falls, and the Bull Drome Greaves. That talisman is literally an attack plus one talisman. With those gems in there, this set gives me attack up large. So there you go. That's what you have. That's basically the gear I'm going to be wearing when I fight this. For the most part, it was the gear I was wearing for the past couple of days, save for the lance. Speaking of lance, I'm using Brave Lance today. I kind of want to see what it's all about because I always dismiss the Brave Lance as being inferior because, you know, it's not that good. Regardless, here we go. So today we're going to be fighting the damn bird, as I like to call him. The stupid damn bird, the bird that I don't like, the thing that always gets on my damn nerves. Anyway, he's very interesting. As much as I hate him, he's still very interesting. He's a bird wyvern, obviously. He's more bird than wyvern, that's for damn sure. He's literally like an owl. Like I don't really see the whole wyvern part to it, but whatever, it is what it is. He has a couple of attacks. I want you to actually note he has his standard. You know, every monster has like somewhat of like a charged attack where they ram their body against you. He does this, but with flight. He can fly around and do this a couple of times over, much like how other wyverns would run at you one way, turn around, run at you the other way, turn around, run at you again. He'll do the same thing, this time with a bit of flight, so there's that wind pressure, of course. He also has the ability to kick at you with his feet because, you know, why not, right? Outside of that, the main thing that actually makes him very special is the fact that he has both confusion and sleeping abilities. Now, the confusion ability is exclusive to a man here and here alone, and I guess this is deviant that we'll probably get in touch to a bit later or whatever. But you know, if you get hit with the confusion, it's really just the gold dust that he'll throw around. He'll slam on his butt, and then the gold dust will be everywhere, and then he'll cause your inputs to be backwards. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm the best when it comes to fighting in the confused state. I've been fighting confused for a little while. I try not to fight him that often, so I don't have like the greatest of, you know, abilities when fighting in it, but I kind of understand what it actually leads up into. So for the most part, your inputs are backwards, but if you don't want to actually mess around with this, you can actually eat a bitter bug. That's right, if you eat a bitter bug in the camp, they should actually give you a couple in the box. If you eat the bitter bug, it does a tiny fraction amount of damage to you. What needs to happen in order for you to get rid of the confusion is to actually be hit. So if you get hit by like your palico, or the monster hits you, or you eat the bitter bug, you're good. And you won't have to worry about the madness that is the confusion or whatever. Now, the second thing that it has is the sleep. What sleep will do is it'll put you to sleep. Now, the thing is, though, his sleep is better than every other sleep-giving agent or method that is actually out there. His is like hypnotism in a sense because he has this massive. It's a massive beam, yo. It's mad big, huge beam of sleep stuff where he'll throw his arms up and he'll. I don't know. You've seen him do it already. I'm not gonna sit here and make more sound effects. But he'll wave that about 60 or 70 degrees. I won't say about a good 90 degrees. Let's say about a good 90 degrees, in a fan motion. So he'll start from one area and go all the way to the other. He can sleep you and then he'll hit you with it. Now, outside of that, that's pretty much what makes him tick in terms of his abilities. When he gets enraged, he does get like really annoying because a lot of the attacks will happen more rapidly. Then he'll hit you with confusion, then he'll hit you with the sleep, then hit you with just the hitting you. It gets really annoying. That's why I don't really like to fight the damn bird. But that's just me calling him by his nickname, Nicely. Regardless, though, if you are going to be fighting him, you should be actually hitting him in the soft squishy bits. And the soft squishy bits for this guy is his head and his tail. Fair enough. The head, again, is usually the biggest weak spot to everything, but the tail, I don't know, don't care. Hit the tail, it's another weak spot. Almost as good as the head if you want to really, you know, take note in that. Now, nextly, after the head and tail situation, you want to focus on this elemental weakness. This elemental weakness is water and then fire. That's why I'm using the Nibble Snarf Lance right now. I suggest you guys use some Nibble Snarf stuff right here, or some Ludroth stuff. The only fire that you actually have available to you right now is the Kutku stuff. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, Kutku stuff doesn't get really, I mean, it's not good, but it's something. But water is the biggest weakness anyway, so you should totally have some water. Now, granted, literally in the very next fight, that I haven't actually recorded yet. I don't know. Life is happening, and I haven't been able to record videos. That's why there wasn't a video yesterday. Anyway, the next monster is the Raytheon. Raytheon will actually give you a measure of means to actually get stronger fire weapons. Being it that you have to upgrade certain weapons with its materials. Start off with its own weapon altogether, like its charge blade or whatever. But I'm gonna get to that as soon as I can. Just right now, I'm going through a lot of super busy, extra personal stuff. Not bad, good stuff, good personal stuff. These are the kind of problems you want to have. Okay, trust me. You want to be like, man, I got all these jobs to go to because you know everybody trying to give me some money. That's the kind of problem I have right now. Trying to work on this whole thing. Why am I talking about this? Okay, so moving over, we have this his armor. His armor is actually a fairly decent armor to have. It's actually really cool looking. The design of it is actually, I forgot exactly who told me or what the design actually was, but it's similar to that of like a jester from the good old olden days. But the armor actually has very good skills on it too. Well, one very good skill. It actually has weakness exploit with I think 3 slots into it. 3 additional slots into the armor, and it comes with half sleep. So if you have a pretty decent, I mean, what's a decent talisman for right now? Maybe like, I don't know. Well, if you have a decent talisman and it only requires just a couple more decorations to actually make your skill active, boom, you have weakness exploit plus your skill. If you get real nice, but you can probably get weakness exploit and like attack small, not large. But I mean, hey, weakness exploit, that's a really good skill. That's 50% increase to the critical. Okay, think about that. That's the good stuff. When you hit the weak spots, that is. Now, lastly, his weapons are basically the only sleep weapons in the game. So I recommend if you actually want to make anybody go bye-bye sleepy time, this is pretty much all you got. I mean, they're not very good in terms of like outside of putting monsters to sleep. Some of the sleep weapons aren't even all that great, but when it comes down to it, what else are you gonna do? There's like him, and then like I guess a couple of plus health weapons, and then like some weird weapons that you have to actually farm materials to get. You know the weapons where it's like this is a weapon made strictly using ore, or a weapon strictly using like random bones or random bits of herb and other fauna and things like that, whatever. So there's other weapons that's like that, but for the most part, his is the most straightforward when it comes to the sleep. So if you want to actually get yourself some sleep weapons, I recommend anything you can kind of get from the guy, truth be told. His newest though is his gun lance. He never had a sleep gun lance in the original game, and now he has a sleep gun lance in this one. I think there's another weapon in there as well. I can't remember. I think it's the insect blade. Regardless, that's pretty much all there really is to fighting my man Malfestio here, aka Birdie. So for the most part, remember that he does like to fly around. He is a bird, definitely a bird. He will fly around. He'll do a lot of his dumb little tricks. They're not really bothersome until he really gets enraged. When he gets enraged, when he actually uses his confusion and his sleep abilities a bit more often, which can kind of frustrate people, frustrate the hell out of me, and it really does to this day, even in G rank, actually even more so in G rank. But outside of that, if you hit him in the head or you hit him in the tail, you're gonna do a fairly good amount of damage. Again, don't forget to attack those spots with its elemental weakness being that of water and fire. You can break both his head and his tail if you guys care about that. And lastly, his armor is, weakness exploit. That's not a bad skill to have early on. It's almost as, when you think about it, depending on who you really ask, it's almost as good at actually having this attack up large set right here. And if for whatever reason you could probably get attack medium and weakness exploit, yo, you might just be on some hot fire. Let's just put it like that. But anyway, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry this one's cut a little bit short today. I don't know, I'm just going through a lot of stuff right now, and I won't be able to actually do a bunch of videos until maybe the weekend. So I know I upload like 30 videos. We got 15. It was 15 videos in total. 15 videos in total for you guys over the course of like 2 or 3 days. I have to actually chill for the next couple of days. Yeah, I might get you guys like 1 or 2 videos a day because the majority of my day is gonna be packed full of like other stuff. But come this weekend, I will be back on my tip. I'll be back on it, and I'll slowly and surely try to figure out a way to actually continue throwing out like 30 videos a day, that kind of thing. Maybe on the weekend I'll just make like 30 videos one day, not upload anything that day, just make videos consistently that day, and then the next couple of days upload them all. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, it's been your boy. Thanks so much for watching and for your continued support and everything else that you do for me. Take care. Enjoy yourself. I'm sorry this video probably wasn't as good as you guys hoped for it to be. My bad. Peace.